Shalom, shalom. Yasharallam is your brother, Dr. Bar, with a lesson through the Spirit. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahweh Shai is who the world innately calls Jesus the Christ. And I want to give double honors to my teachers and my elders of Great Millstone, the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the elder prophets that have been bringing forth 100% the Most High doctrine, Lord willing they can continue to endure and to be sincere. And the mighty shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, that is teaching this word and believing this word, Lord willing you can continue to endure and be sincere. And shalom to the Aquathium that are believers of this word, Lord willing you can continue to pursue to be a loving and silent and virtuous wife, which is your lot. And Lord willing most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. The title of this lesson is going to be called Hannah's Prayer and Song. Who shall prevail? Right? Who shall prevail against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Right? This is 1 Samuel, the Song of Hannah, chapter 2, reading verse 1 to 10. And if, precepts come to mind, but the whole point is just this, right? So, 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 1. And Hannah prayed and said, my heart rejoiceth in the Lord Yahweh. My horn is exalted in the Lord Yahweh. My mouth is enlarged over my enemies, because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy as the Lord Yahweh, for there is none beside thee, neither is there any rock like our power. That rock is Yahushai. You simple-minded brothers and sisters can't get it when he say ain't nobody beside. He's not counting Yahushai, because Yahushai is not another God away from the Most High. He's part of the Godhead, and this is why the mystery wasn't given to you. Verse 2, talk no more exceeding proudly. Let no arrogance come out your mouth, for the Lord Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Actions are weighed, which you'll see pride. Let's try to give you some real quick precepts. KJV is on the left and the NLT is on the right. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 3. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is nigh, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Right? And who shall prevail? Right? When you go later on, I think it's verse 10, where it says no man prevail, basically going against the Lord, because he killeth and make alive. Nobody by strength alone can go against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Even if you had more, you still couldn't beat Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Reading verse 3 again, it said, talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not ignorance come out of your mouth. For the Lord Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Now this is directed towards Israelites, right? You got Psalms 10 and 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts, right? The wicked, man. The wicked is not caring that the Yahweh Shema Shai is of knowledge, right? No, the wicked don't care that he sees all things, right? Because of pride. You can go to Proverbs 11 and 2, right? And then let me see. Let me just get this, because again, talk no more exceeding proudly. Let no arrogance come out of your mouth. For the Lord Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Right? So 1 John 3 and 18. If you're not moving in deed and truth, the Lord knows. Right? Let's go to Philippians 2, because right, we must be about action. Philippians chapter 2 verse 12. It says, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." Right? That's you showing actions when he's absent, right? Because the Lord is gonna weigh your actions, right? What is it? Revelations 22 verse 12, right? He's coming quickly with the reward. Jeremiah 17 and 10, the Lord searches the heart and tries the rein and give every man according to his ways, from the wicked to the righteous, right? Another one, right? Because when you go back into this, let no arrogance come out of your mouth, for the Lord Yahweh is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. Romans 7 and 15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do. Right? We hate it so bad. And this, even going with Yarmayan, the elect is already predestined. Right? We're being in this flesh, we're going to slip. Right? But striving to be the elect, on their mind, they're not willfully trying to go against Yahweh by Shem Yahushai, right? But it's the simple fact that we try our best in the absence of the Lord. I'm not Yahushai. I'm trying to be like him, you know? And the more I keep trying, I'm going to always fail because I'm not him, right? But it's the simple fact, I believe in him and I know he's true. And this flesh is more of a captivity than me slipping with the mind of lust, or the mind of wickedness, right? Some vain thoughts in your mind, whatever it can be. You got brothers in here like Sakari, not trying to toot the horn, but some of us get a little prideful and say we don't sin. You know, if you don't sin, you don't need Yahushua. Make it all make sense. It's better just to say that all men sin. You know what I'm saying? But you rehearse the righteous acts, right? But yes, I fall. I'm in this wicked ass, weak ass flesh. You know, we don't want to promote ourselves to be more holy or righteous than thou. If that was the case, why are we not translated like Enoch, right? And we can keep going to other ones, but let's just stay afloat to where we at. We're going to continue verse 4. The bows of the mighty men are broken, and they that stumble are girded with strength. They that were full have hired out themselves for bread, and they that were hungry ceased, so that the barren have borne 7, and she that have many children is waxed feeble. Right? Verse 6. Now we get into the point. It says, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Right? This is Deuteronomy. I'm over here. I'm trying to do it multitask. Sometimes I'm not going to probably show the scripture, but this Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 39. It says, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right? Yahushua can't deliver you out the Lord's hand, right? Because Yahushua is only coming for the ones that was given to him. Yahushua is only praying for the ones that was giving to him since the world began, right? What is that? Matthew, the 15th chapter, the last verse, the 27th verse. The elect men was with Yahushua since the beginning of time, right? This is Amos chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in a city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city and the Lord Yahweh have not done it? Right? It's all the Lord, because he controls the left side and the right hand side. It's not him individually, but it's the powers that be that control the left side and the right side. Unrighteousness, righteousness, right? Iniquity and sin, and righteousness, virtue, just. You have the left and the right. Sirach chapter 33, verse 14. Good is set against evil. Well, I think it's Proverbs 11. Let's get it. Proverbs 11. That makes it even better. Proverbs 11, verse 1. It says, a false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. Right? It's a just weight. The Lord killeth, he maketh alive, he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. And guess what? When they die, their flesh goes to the dirt, and their spirit goes back to the Most High, which is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Right? That could just be because anything under the sun is a judgment. Either sickness, either old age, or you die before your time, a disease, a drug, or the Lord just blow your candle out and you go right back in the spirit world. Different judgment. Either you just being wicked, the Lord just took you out. Either you just died because you were just too sick, old age. It's different ways why you died, right? But most of the wicked showing their wicked behaviors, their wicked thoughts, right? So to go back, right, we can keep going, but I don't want to drown you too much in too many precepts with that, right? So now verse 7, it says, the Lord Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. Right? And what is it? What is it? Saint John 6:44. If the Most High draw you to his son, Yahweh Shai will raise you up in these last days. Right? Verse 8. It says, he raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he have set the world upon it. Right? So again, he raised up the poor from the dust. Wait, I had this first precept I'm thinking of. I believe it is Matthew the 5th chapter. Which one? Yes. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 3. It says, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Right? The real poor is really in the bosom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? This is just bringing out precepts of the poor. Ecclesiastes 5:8. If thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice and the providence, marvel not at the matter, for he that is higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. Right? Is levels to oppression, man. It's levels. Right? Psalms 10:2. The wicked and his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And when you go to Sirach, the 13th chapter, you find out everybody will hear the rich, lift up the rich when he falls and when he slips, but the poor, they'll walk right over and laugh at him, right? But who is the real poor, right? The elect, the real poor is symbolic to Lazarus, you know. 1 Samuel 2, verse 9 and 10, it says, he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. Right? That's them being destroyed. Right? It says, for by strength shall no man prevail. Right? Because nobody can go against the Lord with just strength alone. Right? Verse 10, it says, the adversary of the Lord Yahweh shall be broken into pieces. Right? Esau has to get broken down piece by piece Before Yahushua physically whooped their ass, excuse my language, right? Their foundation, their kingdom is fallen, right? What is it? I think it is Mark. Is Mark? Let's see. Let me just see if it is Mark 3. A kingdom divided against itself, right, shall fall. Here we go. This is Mark chapter 3, starting at 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? If a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand but have an end. Right? It was a video of Donald Trump supporters and, and government officials going against Joe Biden. Joe Biden officials going against Donald Trump, like on real time. And then you got Russia, right? Then you got the small hats. Like it's just a whole bunch of them coming at each other, really talking about I'm gonna bomb you or I'm gonna take this away. Oh, you're not gonna make trade. You got Putin whispering in the ear of NATO saying America is using you. They're not using you as an ally. You know, Yahweh Shai is not playing, man. Right? So the adversaries of Yahweh Shai will be broken into pieces. Salaki family. And out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. Right? Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them. Right? Now, it's two ways. You got the lasers, and then you got those nukes that's going to get hit. That's going to get hit down here. Right? But really, when you look at it, Yahweh Shai is going to have nukes hitting Israel and hitting America, and laser beams hitting Israel and America. And it says, the Lord Yahweh shall judge the ends of the earth. What's the ends of the earth? When you go in the gospel, the uttermost part of the earth is the ends of the earth. What's the ends of the earth? America. And he shall give strength unto his king, which is Yahushai, and exalt the horn of his anointed. Now we will look at this as David, but it's Yahushai, right? When you go to Luke chapter 1, let me go to that. Luke chapter 1, down to 68. And it says, blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised up a horn of salvation, Yahushai, for us in the house of his servant David, because Yahushai is the offspring of David, coming through the loins of Joseph, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, because was talking about this Messiah, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he sware to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear. Right? And that's Yahushai coming. Plainly, Yahushai is coming. Right? That is the king. That is the king that was anointed. Right? Real quick. Right? Because I want to make sure that we get these classics. This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 6. It says, thy right hand, O Yahweh, is become glorious in power. Thy right hand, O Yahweh, have dashed in pieces the enemy. That was Yahweh Shai, right? Yahweh Shai he's the right hand of Yahweh, right? And it's going to be the same thing, because that was the old Egyptians being a reflection of the new age Egyptians, right? Let's go to another classic one. Psalms chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, a rod of correction. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's clay. All prophecy, Revelations 2, verse 26 to 27, Revelations 12 and 5, in Revelation chapter 19, verse 15. We'll get that. Revelation 19:15. This is Revelation chapter 19, verse 15. It says, "Out of his mouth goeth a sharp sword, that with it he shall smite the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, a rod of correction, and he treadeth the winepress of the fierceness and the wrath of the Almighty." That's Isaiah 63, verse 1 to 6, right? And he's going to be destroying a lot of Edomites. And first, he's going to make judgment in the house of Israel. That's why Jacob trouble is very important. Jacob trouble is the trouble that's going to be upon the 2/3, right? With the arriving of Yahushai and the arriving of the missiles and the nukes and the laser beams, right? So again, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm not trying to go too long. Hannah's prayer and song, who shall prevail? Who shall prevail? With that, Shalom, Lord willing, you was edified.